Good morning, students. I'm back here. Welcome, students. We have already done the exercises of chapter 1, and now we'll come on page number 20. If you open your page number 20 in your side book, then you can easily see that answer the following questions in one word or a sentence. You have to answer these questions by writing one word, or you can also give the answer in one sentence. So first question is, give an example of a plant having two or more edible parts. Which you have to give the example in which the eatable parts are more than two. So you can see there are many examples are there, like fenugreek, banana, all these are the example. So we have to write only one example, so we can write banana. Banana is the example of plant which is in banana you eat fruit also, you eat vegetable also. So banana is the example of a plant having two or more edible parts. Then write the term used for the animals that give us milk. You have to write the term that what is the term which is given to the milk giving animals. So the term is MILCH, milch, ANIMALS, animals, milch animals. Milch animals is the term which is used for the milk giving animals. You can easily write. Third, name the animals that live on or inside the body of other animals. So I have already taught you about the parasites like tapeworm, hookworm, mosquito. All these parasites are there which live on the body of animal or inside the body of animal for taking their nutrition. So answer will be parasites. Third question number third answer is parasites. Fourth question, what kind of teeth does a deer have? So deer have sharp cutting teeth in front and grinding teeth at the back. Deer have sharp cutting teeth in front and grinding teeth at the back. You can give the answer in this one sentence. What do decomposers feed on? What are decomposers? Decomposers are those organisms which feed on dead and decaying plants and animals. So you can write the answer in a one sentence, that is dead and decaying plants and animals. Decomposers feed on decaying plants and animals. Okay, students, so these question answers you have to do in your classwork notebook. Make one notebook. In that notebook you have to write the question answers of this page. Next, answer the following questions in brief. You have to answer the questions, but you should not answer the question in detail. You have to write in brief. Why is food necessary for human life? Why is food necessary for human life? Question 1. So if we see, why is food necessary for human life? Answer I have written here for you. You can write answer from here. We need food to provide energy to our body. It helps to protect our body and helps us to grow. In this way, food is necessary for human life. So this answer you write in your copy also. Why is food necessary for human life? We need food to provide energy to our body. It helps to protect our body and helps us to grow. In this way, food is necessary for human life. This is question 1. You write this question, then you write the answer in your copy also. Why are plants called producer? This is the second question which is given in your book. Answer is, plants produce food by a process called photosynthesis using sunlight, carbon dioxide and water, so they are called producers. So second answer you can write like this. Plants produce food by a process called photosynthesis using sunlight, carbon dioxide and water, so they are called producers. Third question, what is honey? How do we get it? What is honey? How do we get it? Honey, for this answer, honey is a thick sweet liquid which is converted by bees. It is a thick sweet liquid which is converted by bees. We get it through honey bees. Who give us honey? Honey bees, when they can convert nectar of flowers into honey. Nectar of flowers is converted into honey by these insects or bees. Next question. What are scavengers? How do they help the environment? It is a big role which is asked here. Answer is animals or birds that feed on the dead and decaying organisms are called scavengers. Those animals which feed on dead and decaying organisms, they are known as scavengers. You all know this. So write in this answer. It is given in your book also. For example, foxes, vultures, hyenas, etc. Two examples I have given here. They help to clean the environment by preventing dead animals to emit foul smell and from diseases also. How do they prevent? So you can write animals. This is the answer. Animals or birds that feed on the dead and decaying organism are called scavengers. Foxes, vultures, etc. They help to clean the environment by preventing dead animals to emit foul smell and from diseases also. You can write the answer easily. Next exercise in your book is answer the following questions in detail. You have to give the answer, but you have to write little bit in detail. So first question, list different edible plant parts with an example of each. Different edible parts you have to write of the plant and example also. So edible part is root. Root is the edible part. Example is carrot. Stem is the edible part. Example is potato. Flower is the edible part. Example is cauliflower. Leaves are the edible part. Example is cabbage. Cabbage is eaten. Fruits, brinjal, seeds, wheat. This is the answer of this question. Okay, write this also in your copy. Next question, distinguish between herbivore, carnivores and omnivores with example. I have told you herbivores, about herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. So you can write this answer also in your copy. It is easily visible here. The major differences between herbivores, carnivores and omnivores are, what are the major differences? First, herbivores, they eat only plants. Carnivores, they eat flesh of other animals. See here, they eat only plants. They eat flesh of other animals. Omnivores, they eat plants as well as animal flesh, both. You write in this way in your copy also. They have sharp cutting teeth in front. Herbivores have sharp cutting teeth in front. Carnivores, they have long sharp pointed teeth. And omnivores, they have tearing as well as cutting teeth, and grinding teeth are also present there. Example, deer, cow, etc. In carnivores, example is lion, tiger, etc. In omnivores, example is man, rat, etc. So these are the major differences you can write in your notebook. Next question is, explain the feeding habits of the following animals. Here it is asked, what is the feeding habit of frog? Frog comes under the category of carnivore. They eat insects by their long sticky tongue. With the help of their sticky tongue, sticky slimy tongue is there. With the help of that, they eat insects. Then butterfly, what is the feeding habit? Butterfly feed on the nectar of flowers. Proboscis helps the butterfly. Proboscis is the special feeding part which is present in butterfly and some insects also. So it helps the butterfly to suck nectar from flowers. Nectar is the juice of flowers. So they suck the juice of flowers. Like this answer you can write, the feeding habit of frog and feeding habit of butterfly. Then question 3 we have finished. Question 4, explain the different levels of food chain with examples. What are the levels? I have told you about food chain. That food chain, what is there? Who eats whom? So it is an interconnected chain in which it is told that who eats whom. So in a food chain there are 3 levels: producers, consumers and decomposers. But here we will tell you in this answer, in a food chain, producers from the first level, they are the plants because they produce the food. Second level of food chain is consumers. Second level is consumers. First level is producers, second level is consumers. Then consumers can be further classified as primary consumers such as herbivores, rabbit, and secondary consumers. Secondary consumers eat primary consumers. Secondary consumers are eaten by tertiary consumers. So students, in this way you can write the question answers which I have shown you here From here only I have taken these questions so that it is easy for you to write the question and answer. There is one question number 3. How are the teeth of animals different based on their food habits? This question you don't have to write. You cut this question and other questions you write as I have shown you in my notebook. So today in this session I have told you about answer the following question in one word or sentence, then answer the following question in brief, then answer the following questions in detail. In this question answer session you don't have to write question 3rd. How are the teeth of animals different based on their food habits? You don't have to write. You just have to write all these questions, but don't write question number 3rd. So in this way you can complete all the question answers of chapter 1 which I have given you, and in the previous session also I have given you all these exercises. You go through these exercises, learn it, and you go through all these question answers which I have given you and make you understand, and write these question answers, only question answers, in your copy. Don't write these exercises in your copy, but you have to learn both. So prepare this chapter for the coming test also. So thank you students. Stay home, stay safe.